Oh boy. Okay, nobody panic. Nobody panic. Everyone calm down. It's the 2025 roadmap. The PUBG 2025 roadmap. The PUBG 2025 grouching roadmap is here. OMG. Let's freaking go. PUBG. Oh, there it is. Like right there. My game knows. My PC knows. Get on over here. I'm liking it before I even see it. It's 28 minutes and 55 seconds. Let's go. Full screen. Wait. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 2025 roadmap. Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on, baby. Eighth anniversary roadmap.
안녕하세요. PUBG 배틀그라운드 디렉터 김태현입니다.
That's what I met in Germany.
PUBG
By the way.
정말 뜻깊은 한 해였습니다. 신규 맵 런더를 시작으로 새로운 시스템, 탈 것, 총기, 모드를 거쳐 파괴 가능한 맵 산옥으로 마무리하기까지 쉬지 않고
Alright,
달려왔던 것
so they're
같습니다.
recapping.
Unreal Engine 5의 도입을 준비하며
Unreal Engine 5. Here we go.
빈틈을 최소화하고자
Here we
단순
go.
업데이트를 넘어 플레이어 여러분들이 진짜 원하는 것이 무엇인지
Listening to players. Okay. Like what?
생각했습니다. 저와 개발팀이 직접 다양한 나라의 플레이어분들을 만나 이야기를 나누며 PUBG가 각 지역의
They
플레이어분들에게
did.
어떤 경험을
Worldwide.
제공해야 할지 끊임없이 고민했고 이러한 노력들이 의미 있는 결과로 이어졌다고 생각합니다. 오랜 시간 함께 해주신 분들 그리고 새롭게 PUBG를 찾아와 주신 모든 플레이어분들께 진심으로 감사드립니다. 2025년에도 흥미로운 신규 콘텐츠 개발,
Three key areas. Here we go.
그리고 장기적인 서비스
New
준비,
content, enhancing live service, and long-term sustainability. Okay.
나가고자 합니다. 새로운 콘텐츠를 통해 플레이 경험을 확장하고 기존 시스템을 다듬어 보다 안정적인 환경을 만들면서 앞으로도 PUBG가 오랫동안 여러분과 함께할 수 있도록 미래를 위한 초석을 다지는 것이 목표입니다. 그럼 지금부터
Development roadmap. Here we go, baby.
로드맵을 소개해드리겠습니다.
Come on, baby. Here we go. Exciting new content. Ooh, excited.
PUBG에서 월드는 단순히 전장을 넘어
The world level design team. Okay.
룻, 서바이브의 모든 과정을 경험하고 각자의 스토리를 만들어 나가는
Land,
공간입니다.
loot, survive.
그리고 이러한 월드의 가능성을 확장하기
Who's
위해
gifting subs right now?
준비하고 있습니다.
We're watching stuff.
주말에는 대규모 월드 업데이트를
Thanks for the gift of subs, baby.
있습니다. 새로운 월드를 제작하는 것은 아니지만
We won't introduce a new map. They won't.
사랑하시는 기존 맵을
I think that's good.
전혀 다른 느낌으로 경험할 수 있도록 변화시킬 예정입니다.
Destructible environments, etc. Okay.
다가올 월드를 기대해 주시면
Stay tuned for worlds that feel both familiar and new.
콜라보레이션과
Okay.
시즈널리티를 더욱 강조하여
So update existing maps.
다양한 이벤트와
Fun collaborations like what?
있도록 할 예정입니다. 기존의 월드가 단순히 반복되는 공간이 아니라 시기에 따라 색다른 분위기와 플레이 스타일을
Jeep. You saw that Jeep.
발전시켜 나가겠습니다.
He was wearing a Jeep shirt.
여기에 테이고, 에란겔, 미라마에도
He was wearing a Jeep shirt.
시스템을 도입하여
Tego, Miramar, Erangel, destructible environments.
상호작용할 수 있도록 개선할
Not
예정입니다.
destructible buildings,
아직 모든
just
내용을 공개할
environments.
수는 없지만 PUBG의 월드는 앞으로도 정체되지 않고 계속해서 변화하고 확장될 것입니다.
PUBG에서는 게임 플레이 경험을 확장할 수 있는 다양한 콘텐츠를 지속적으로 고민하고 있으며 2025년에도 액션, 탈것, 아이템 등 다양한 피처에 대한 실험과 개선이 이루어질 예정입니다. 다만 단기적인 업데이트보다는 장기적으로 사랑받을 수 있으며 전 맵에 적용하는 데 부담이 없는 콘텐츠를 중심으로 개발하고자 합니다. 우선 플레이어 액션을 다각화하고 폴리싱하고자 합니다. 탈것 탑승 시의 액션을 확장하고 H키를 활용한 인터랙션 기능을
Enhancing the H key functionality. Pulling open doors to throw items. What?
배틀로얄 관련 콘텐츠 역시 추가 및 개선이 이루어집니다. 차량을 가릴 수 있는 위장망과 같은 신규 아이템은 물론
What?
플레이어 간 UI 및
Can see a vehicles. What?
보다 명확하게 전달할 예정입니다. 이에 더해 UI와
What the hell?
시각적, 청각적 피드백을 개선함으로써
Improve visual and audio. Okay.
제공하고자 합니다. 또한 월드 내에서의 상호작용 요소도 확대됩니다. 기존의 맵 요소를 단순히
That man was chucking grenades out the driver's seat, by the way. Animal AI to bring more life to the environment. Oh my gosh. Gas tanks. Oh, neat. Oh, that's cool. Interactive objects, pots, and vending machines. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
지난 한 해 펍지는 배틀로얄뿐만 아니라 다양한 모드 콘텐츠들을 통해 색다른 경험을 제공하며 많은 사랑을 받아왔습니다.
So this is new modes.
팀 데스매치, 인텐스 배틀로얄 같은 상시 운영되는
CDM, IBR, hot drop mode. Yep, yep.
기반으로 도입된 핫드랍 모드.
Survivor Left Behind, the zombie mode. Awesome, awesome mode.
굶주린 자들까지 플레이어 여러분들이 보여주신 높은 관심과 애정 덕분에 더욱 의미 있는 한 해가 되었습니다. 올해도 TDM, IBR, 핫드랍 같은 기존 모드를 꾸준히
TDM, IBR, hot drop.
플레이어
Okay.
피드백을 반영해 신규 모드들을 실험적으로 운영할
Experiments with new modes. How about player modding? Let us make modes ourselves.
장기 운영을 검토하는 방식으로
Hot drop may return or even transition to long term. Okay.
이벤트 모드들의 확장도 이루어집니다.
Let us make them. Return of PUBG. That was that big chicken mode. Project Cyclops. What? Wait, that was going way too fast. External studios. That's the PUBG mode. That's new though. It's like fighting zombies. Payday mode. They're a key part of expanding. Come on, announce the mod support. Say it. Say that you're gonna give players the chance for modding. Here comes Jeep. Here comes Jeep. I said it should be an off-road. 2 collaborations. Off-road vehicle. Jeep.
저희가 중점적으로 고민하는 부분은 어떻게 하면 플레이어분들께 더 현실에 가까운
Come on, come on, come on.
몰입감을 선사할 수 있을까 하는 점입니다. 차량 브랜드에서 제공하는 외장 색상이나 인테리어 같은 옵션을 직접 바꿔보면서 나만의 차를 만들어 보는 경험 같은 것이 바로 이러한 몰입감을 만들어내는 핵심 요소라고 생각합니다. 올해도 실제 차량의 고증을 살린 디테일과
Extensive customization on cars.
많은 기대 부탁드립니다.
Oh boy. More progressive cars. Artist collaborations, okay.
경험을 더욱 풍부하게 만들고자 합니다. 그 일환으로 그동안의 콜라보에 이어 세계적으로 활발한 활동을 펼치고 있는 셀레브리티와의 콜라보레이션이 계속될 예정입니다. 또한 패션 브랜드와 협업하여
A fashion brand. Uh-oh. Stylish and trendy content
감성을 극대화하기 위해
to push the boundaries of creativity.
경험을 제공하겠습니다. 다양한 분야의 개성 있는 IP가 펍지의 플레이 경험에 녹아드는 콜라보레이션 컨텐츠를 여러분이 계속 궁금해하시고 즐겨주시는 과정을 보는 것은 제작자로서도 또 한 명의 펍지 팬으로서도 굉장히 설레고 즐거운 일입니다. 언제나 보내주시는
No
성원에
teases?
감사드리며 여러분의 피드백을 바탕으로 더 많은 분들께 오래도록 사랑받고 즐거운 경험을 드리는 콜라보레이션 컨텐츠를 만들 수 있도록 노력하겠습니다.
저희 펍지는 그동안 게임 플레이를
PUBG Premium Design Team. This has got to be progressives, right?
커스터마이즈 경험을 줄 수 있는 상품을 선보이기 위해 노력해 왔는데요. 성장형 무기 스킨과
Oh,
스페셜
yeah.
탈거 스킨 같은 것들이 대표적인 예시가 아닐까
Yeah,
싶습니다. 올해는 이 흐름을 이어서 컨텐더라는 새로운 시스템을 준비하고 있습니다.
Contender, a new
컨텐더는
system.
일종의 캐릭터
Uh-oh.
시스템인데요. 한층 더 개성과 몰입감을 느낄 수
Progressive
있도록 설정에 따라 변화하는
clothing.
기능을 비롯해서 여러 매력적인 전용 기능과
Progressive
새로운
clothing. Here it is.
성장을
Contender.
콘텐츠가 될 수 있도록 기획하고 있습니다. 아직 구체적으로 확정된 건 아니지만 제작소를 통해 첫 캐릭터를 공개할 예정이고요. 컨텐더에 대한 좀 더 자세한 내용은 앞으로의
The first character through the workshop. Stay tuned for more Contender updates.
펍지의 프리미엄 컨텐츠는 단순히 유료 아이템만을 의미하는 게 아니라
It doesn't simply refer to paid items. It includes all currencies.
게임 내에서 금전적 가치로 환산될 수 있는 모든 재화, 아이템 프로그레이션 컨텐츠를 의미합니다. 저희는 앞으로도 더욱 다채로운 즐거움을 제공하기 위해서 프리미엄 컨텐츠를 꾸준히 진화시키고 확장해 나가려고 합니다. 많은 관심과 기대 부탁드리고요. 새로운 재미를 탐구해 나가는 과정에 여러분도 함께해 주시길 기대하겠습니다.
Okay, so more skins are coming, but no teases except for that one little image.
2025년 라이브 서비스 고도화에
Unifying
같이
in-game
진행하는
content.
일반 매치,
Come on, baby. Come on, give us the good stuff.
간의 게임
Come on.
경험을 일원화하는
Come
것입니다.
on.
일반 매치에서는 맵 간 컨텐츠 차이를
Come
최소화하여
on.
신규 및 복귀 플레이어분들이 특정 맵에 적응하는 부담을 줄이고 전반적인 배틀로의 경험을 통합할 계획입니다. 이를 위해 맵별 아트적 색깔과 무드는 유지하되 전 맵의 스폰과 주요 컨텐츠를 어느 정도 통일하고 특정 맵에만 존재하는 요소 중 확장이 가능한 것은 모든 맵에 적용하며 반대로 게임 플레이에 영향이 적어 확장이 어려운 컨텐츠는 정리할 예정입니다. 또한 일반 매치의 다양한 컨텐츠를 경쟁전에도 적극적으로 도입하여
Normal
두
match
모드 간
into
플레이
ranked.
기회를
Uh-oh.
줄이고 경쟁전에 대한 심리적 허들을 낮춰 더 많은 플레이어분들이 자연스럽게 경쟁전에 도전할 수 있도록 할 계획입니다. 이를 통해
Uh-oh.
일반 매치와
They're gonna make it less intimidating to go from normal to
플레이
ranked.
스타일 또한 다양화될 것이라고 기대하고 있습니다. e스포츠 로드맵을 통해 발표드린 바와 같이 경쟁전과 e스포츠
I think they're talking about making TPP ranked with TPP Esports. That might be what they're alluding to there, because they're doing that.
관심을 돌릴 수 있을 거라고 예상합니다.
Potentially develop an esports interest. Gunplay and balance team.
적인 전투 경험을 제공하려 했습니다. 주요 총기의 메타는 유지하면서도 SMG, 산탄총과 같은 비주류 총기를 좀 더 대중적으로 끌어올렸고 부착물에서도 메타 변화를 만들어낼 수 있다는 점을 확인했습니다. 이러한 경험을 바탕으로 올해는 건플레이 업데이트를 확장하여 1. 메타 변화, 2. 정기적인 밸런스 업데이트, 3. 신규 콘텐츠 개발이라는 세 가지 큰 방향성
They have been really good with balance updates every 2 months too.
메타를 해소하고 다양한
This year, large-scale rebalancing to break away from the meta.
지난 1월에는 건플레이 실험실을
Aim punch.
저지력 기능을 도입하여 플레이어 여러분들의 의견을 많이 받았습니다. 현재 저희는 저지력의 장점은 살리고 부정적인 피드백이 많았던 과도한 불편함에 대해서는 최대한 조정하는 쪽으로
I need to test the new aim punch test, by the way. The later half of the year, significant changes to weapon choices.
앞으로 매년 1회 정도는 대대적인 메타 변화를 통해
A major meta update annually.
변화가 자연스럽게 PUBG에 녹아들 수 있도록 커뮤니케이션과 소프트 랜딩에
Wow.
신경
Okay.
쓰겠습니다. 건플레이는 PUBG의 핵심 영역인 만큼 여러분의 의견을 적극적으로 수렴하여 유연하게 대응할 것을 약속드립니다.
A major meta.
2개월 단위로 정기적인 밸런스 패치를 진행할 예정입니다. 특히 5.56mm와 7.62mm 총기의 균형 같은 중요한 요소는 꾸준히 관심을 쏟고 기민하게
That's kinda cool.
대응하겠습니다. 또한 비주류 총기 케어의 기조도 유지하고자 합니다. SR, LMG, 권총과 같은 비주류 총기군도 개선하여 궁극적으로는 앞서 언급한 메타의 변화로 연결하고
Buffing SMGs, LMG, shotgun.
이끌어냈던 SMG 리밸런스가 대표적인 사례라고 볼 수 있겠네요. 마지막으로 메타 및 밸런스 업데이트 외에도 보다 신선한 건플레이 경험을 제공하기 위한 콘텐츠 연구도 꾸준히 진행 중에 있습니다. 총기의 액션 및 조작 감성에 관련한 R&D도 진행하고 있으며 여러분들이 기다리실 만한 새로운 신규 총기 및 부착물 도입도
New weapons and attachments.
감사하겠습니다.
So stay tuned.
2024년에
Tease it!
2025년도에도 몇 가지 큰 변화를
Bro,
티어 개편을 통해 티어 상승의 즐거움을 더
give us a
많은 플레이어들이 경험할
tease.
수 있도록 하고 각 티어에 대한 명예는 강화하는 것인데요. 올해 6월을 목표로 다음과 같은
June 2025 for ranked updates.
먼저 티어 개편입니다. 플래티넘과 다이아몬드 사이에
A new
새로운
tier
티어가
will be
시작됩니다.
introduced between platinum and diamond.
기존
Okay.
5단계에서 4단계로 축소하여 티어 상승의 즐거움이 더욱 크게 와닿을 수 있도록 만들고자 합니다. 최상위
Do a lot of y'all play ranked in chat?
신규 티어도 추가됩니다.
I don't ever really touch ranked, so
고백 시스템을 신규 최상위 티어로 대체하여 최상위 플레이어들이 시즌이 종료될 때까지
For me, it's not really
긴장감을 볼
much.
수 없도록 하려고 합니다. 더불어 현재 시즌과 이전 시즌의 티어 노출을 강화하여 플레이어가 자신의 성장과 성취를 더욱 뚜렷하게 확인하는 동시에 다른 플레이어들에게도 뽐낼 수 있게 할 것입니다. 플레이어들이 경쟁전을 지속적으로 플레이할 수 있도록 동기부여하는 것도 중요한 목표입니다. 2024년에는
What up,
티어
Penta?
보상을 강화하고 경쟁전 플레이
It's not over yet, baby.
추가했지만 많은 플레이어분들의
I'm waiting for the
아쉬움을
UE5.
확인했습니다. 이에 따라
Come on.
플레이어들이 보다 체감할 수 있는 보상을 경쟁전 플레이 포인트를 통해 제공할 예정이며 시즌별 낙하산 스킨은 다시 티어 보상을 변경하여 경쟁전 보상을 더욱 가치 있고 의미 있게 구성할
seasonal
계획입니다.
parachute skins are being reinstated. When did they take that
팀 플레이가
away?
핵심인 게임이라고 생각합니다. 이에 따라 여러분이 꾸준히 요청해 주셨던
Reviewing
듀오
support for
경쟁전에 대한
duo
검토도
ranked.
진행 중이고요.
Interesting.
시점 및 파티 형태와 무관하게 한 시즌 내
Huh.
지속적으로
That could be fun.
목표로 플레이하는 것이 가능한 방안으로 고민 중입니다. 또한 실력 기반 매치메이킹이 더욱 원활하게 이루어질 수 있도록
A lot of stuff
시스템
about
또한
ranked.
꾸준히 개선해 나갈 예정입니다.
2025년 PUBG
The AI system will undergo transformation in 2025. Oh lord. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
내부적으로는 확장성이 낮은
Okay.
기존 AI 구조에서 벗어나 보다 퀄리티 높은 AI 시스템을 구축하기 위한 R&D를 많이 진행하였습니다.
High quality AI. Full scale approach to revamping AI. Oh boy. Okay. Come on.
AI를 단순하고 답답한 더미봇이 아닌 다양한 수준과 패턴을 갖춘 AI로 리뉴얼하여 PUBG의
A variety of skill levels with the new bots. Oh boy.
여기서 우려하실 만한 난이도 문제를 짚고 넘어가자면 AI의
They're doubling down on bots.
난이도 상승을 의미하지는 않습니다. PUBG에서 AI의 방향성은
Our goal is to not create
플레이어에게 위협적인 보스를
overly
만드는
threatening
것이고,
bots.
저희는 AI가 초보자 수준의 행동 패턴을 갖춤과 동시에 사람처럼 자연스러운 움직임을 보여주는 데에 가장 초점을 맞추고 있습니다. 행동 패턴에 대한 예시를 들자면 AI가 랜덤한 블루존 변화에 대응하여 빠르게 인서클 한다거나 교전 상황에서 멍하니 서 있지 않고 빠르게 은폐하거나
They're gonna take cover more, use more smoke grenades, go to the blue zone more.
개편된 AI는 전투 난이도는 제한하되 랜드 루트 서바이브의 모든 과정에서 이전보다 발전된 모습을 보여줄 것입니다. AI 시스템을 개발하는 과정은 매우 복잡하며
God, that looks like a lot of work, dude.
일회성 업데이트로 끝나는 것이 아닌 2025년을 기준으로
Oh, man.
향후 수년에 걸쳐 꾸준히 완성도를 올려나가고자 합니다.
2024년은 클랜 시스템의
Clan system? Okay.
한 해였습니다.
Please
클랜
expand it from 100 players.
등 다양한 새로운 기능을 추가하며 더욱 활발한
The clan
소셜
system's
경험을
dope.
제공했는데요. 이를 통해
But it needs to be
플레이어들이
expanded.
소속감을 느끼고 함께 게임을 즐길 수 있는 계기가 더욱 많아짐으로써 게임에 다시 접속할 수 있는 동기를 얻은 점을 확인할 수
Dude,
있습니다.
new players care about
클랜
bots.
시스템은
Brand new
업데이트에 따라
players.
플레이어분들의 반응이 가장 크게
Not
나타나는
us 8-year
콘텐츠 중
veterans.
하나로 2025년에도 저희는 지속적으로 기존 기능 개선 및 신규 기능 추가 등의 업데이트를 진행할 예정입니다. 앞으로도 클랜이 더 많은 플레이어들에게 자연스럽게 함께하고 싶은 공간이 될 수 있도록 발전시켜 나가겠습니다.
서바이버 패스와 제작소 패스는 PUBG 게임 플레이 경험에서
There's no actual
빼놓을 수 없는
changes
요소입니다.
discussed.
2023년 말에 저희는 서바이버 패스
Survivor Pass rework.
코인을 추가하고
Okay.
원하는 순서대로 보상을 골라서 받을 수 있는 시스템을 도입하는 등 더 많은 분들이
This was a
패스
great
콘텐츠를 편하게
change.
즐기면서도
You can
만족감을
choose your
느끼실 수
rewards in
있도록
any order you
개선했습니다.
choose.
이 결과
Great change.
2024년 내내
Great, great,
플레이어분들이
great.
지속적인 관심과 참여를 보내주셨는데요. 이에 감사드리며 2025년에는 더욱 발전된
They're going to
경험을
enhance the
제공하고자 합니다.
experience even further.
패스는 단순한 상품이
How?
아니라 플레이어분들께 꾸준한 플레이 동기와 성취감을 제공하는 게임
Say how.
콘텐츠입니다. 그렇기에 새로 출시된 패스가 취향에 맞지 않을 경우 아쉬움을 느끼실 수 있다고 생각했는데요. 올해는 더 다양한 선택지와 즐길
Introduce a
거리를 제공하기
system.
위해 여러 개의 패스를 동시에 즐길 수 있는 시스템을 마련할
Progress through
예정입니다.
multiple
이에
passes at
기반으로
once.
서바이버 패스와 제작소 패스를 지속적으로 출시하는 한편 특정 콘텐츠를 더 재미있게 즐길 수 있도록 새로운 유형의 패스도 선보일 예정입니다. 궁극적으로는 패스가 플레이어 여러분께 억지로 해야 하는 숙제가 아닌 자연스럽게 즐길 수 있는 콘텐츠로 다가갈 수 있도록 만들고자 합니다.
So a
새로운
crafter
패스에 대한
pass at the
자세한
same
내용은
time as a
추후
survivor
공개될
pass.
앞으로도 더
Interesting.
다채로운 패스
Okay.
콘텐츠를 통해 여러분이 PUBG를 재미있게 즐기실 수 있도록 노력하겠습니다.
저희는 그동안 밀수품 쿠폰,
Enhancing BP usability by contraband coupons.
탈것 스킨과 커스텀 로비 스킨 등 다양한 BP 상품을 선보이며 BP 가치와 활용성을 높이기 위해 노력해 왔는데요. 이러한 노력을 2025년에는 한층 더 확대하고자 합니다.
우선 상점에서 G코인으로만 구매할 수 있었던 일부 상품을 G코인과 BP 중 원하는 재화를 선택하여 구매할 수 있는 시스템을 준비하고 있습니다.
Oh,
이를
interesting.
통해 캐릭터를 꾸미는 재미가
They're gonna let
그리고
BP
구매층에게만
be
한정되는
used to
것이
buy
아니라
items that
더
used to
많은
only be for
플레이어분들께서
Gcoin.
보편적으로
Okay.
즐기실 수 있는 경험이 되길 바랍니다. 또한 이러한 변화를 통해 BP의 가치가 더욱
That's
높아지고
good.
모든 분들의 게임
Hey, that's good.
플레이가 한층 더 풍부해지는
Give people
선순환
free ways to buy
효과가 일어나길
stuff.
기대하고 있습니다.
PUBG 초기부터 많은
That's good.
플레이어분들께서 BP의 가치와 활용성 증대에 대한 의견을 꾸준히 보내주셨는데요. 아직 미흡한 부분이 있을 수 있지만 앞으로의 변화를 지켜봐 주시면 감사하겠습니다. 게임 플레이를 통해 얻을 수 있는 핵심 재화인 BP의 가치가 높아진다는 것은 곧 게임 플레이 가치 역시 높아진다는 의미이기에 앞으로도 다양한 액션을 통해 BP 활용성을 지속적으로 발전시켜 나가겠습니다.
PUBG는 플레이어와 다양한 콘텐츠 제작자들과 함께 성장해온 게임이라고 생각합니다.
UGC, here it is.
튜토리얼을 비롯해
Come on, baby.
아케이드, 사용자
Mod
지정 매치,
support.
샌드박스 모드 등
Come on.
플레이어들은 각자의 방식으로 PUBG를
Come on.
즐겨주고 있기에 저희 개발팀은 이러한 경험을 더 주고자 많은 고민을 해왔습니다. 단순히 개발팀이 제공하는 콘텐츠 소비를 넘어 플레이어들이 직접 원하는 콘텐츠를 제작하고
Come on.
구매하며 즐길 수 있는 환경을 마련하는 것이
Yes.
장기적으로 중요하다고 판단했습니다. 이를 실현하기 위해 PUBG UGC 프로젝트를 시작했습니다.
We launched PUBG UGC project alpha version this year.
버전을 시작으로 플레이어분들의 피드백을 바탕으로 단계적으로 확장시켜 나가볼 예정입니다.
Okay.
자신만의 세계와
We hope this.
룰을 만들어
Come on, you're not gonna say anything about it?
지인 혹은 다른 플레이어들과 펍지를 더욱 재밌게 즐길 수 있는 컨텐츠가 되길 희망합니다.
Oh, come on. Okay, here we go. You just see project.
라운드와 포인트 시스템을 기반으로 플레이어가
Set their
스스로
own rules. Okay, okay.
진행 방식과 승리 규칙 등을 정할 수 있습니다.
And rules and
또한 월드 편집
points.
기능이 추가되어
Yes,
플레이어가
yes,
건물과
yes.
직접 배치하는 방식으로
Okay,
수많은 월드를
I'm liking
구성할 수
this.
있도록 개발 중에 있습니다. 25년 중 선보일 초기 버전은
Initial version set to
플레이어분들이
launch in
사용자 시스템을
2025. Okay.
직접 체험해 보실 수 있는 형태로 준비할 예정인데요. 다양한 모드로 확장 가능한 형태로 개발 중이지만 우선 팀 데스매치 형태의 모드를 제공하는 것을 첫 번째 목표로 진행 중입니다. 물론 플레이어가 직접 제작한 모드를 저장하고 필요할 때 불러와 사용할 수 있는 기능도
You can load and launch your mode at any time.
제작한 모드뿐만 아니라
Adding a feature to let players share it. Good, good. You can share it easily.
플레이할 수 있도록 준비 중에 있습니다.
Look at that. Okay,
도입하는
cool,
가장 큰
cool.
목적은 배틀그라운드의 핵심 요소를 맞춤화된 공간에서 쇼핑 형태로 즐길 수 있도록 하는 것입니다. 또 UGC는 플레이어 여러분들이 직접 만들어 나가기에 의미가 있는 컨텐츠입니다. 크리에이터 분들은 물론 다양한 플레이어 분들의 많은
That looks
관심과
good.
사랑
That looks good. How customizable is it? Okay.
플레이어 여러분께
Some great
기쁜 소식
news.
하나 전해드립니다.
Oh,
그동안
next gen
서버
consoles.
커뮤니티를
Pay
중심으로
attention. Next gen
많은 콘솔
consoles.
플레이어분들께서 현세대 콘솔 버전과
Pay attention.
그래픽 업그레이드를 원한다는 의견을 꾸준히 보내주셨는데요. 저희 개발팀은 이러한 의견에 귀 기울여 현세대 콘솔 버전의 서비스 전환을 진행해보고자 합니다. 기존 콘솔 버전은 9세대 하드웨어 성능 한계로 인해 맵 로딩 속도,
That's because the old consoles
그래픽
suck.
품질 등 여러 기술적인 제약이 있었습니다.
Legacy
또한
hardware.
매달 진행하는
all
콘텐츠
busted.
업데이트로 인해 메모리 사용량이 꾸준히 증가하여 안정적인 서비스를 제공하는 데 어려움이 존재하는 것도 사실입니다. 현세대 콘솔 버전 전환을 통해
Transitioning to current gen consoles. You can't play if you have old consoles anymore. Imagine they say it might actually be the thing. They might say that.
콘솔 플레이어분들이 겪어왔던 불편함을 최소화하고 보다 쾌적한 펍지 경험을 제공할 계획입니다. 현세대 콘솔 서비스 전환은
Xbox and PlayStation. Okay.
플레이스테이션 모두 진행될 예정이며 25년도 말 동시 출시하는 것을 목표로
Late
진행하고 있습니다.
2025.
보다 향상된 콘솔
Late
플레이 경험을
2025.
선사하기 위해 최선을 다하겠습니다. 콘솔 플레이어 여러분, 앞으로도 많은
So
기대와
a
응원
proper
부탁드립니다.
PUBG update for console late 2025.
펍지는 공정한 플레이 환경 유지.
That doesn't sound like Unreal Engine 5 to me. Here comes anti-cheat.
최근 DMA, 하이퍼바이저 등
Here comes anti-cheat.
고도화된 기술을 활용한 불법 프로그램의 등장과 함께 기존 탐지 시스템을 우회하려는 시도가 늘어나고
New
있는데요.
anti-cheat.
이에 대응하기 위해 새로운 탐지 및 방어
New
기술을
detection,
개발하고
okay.
있으며 2025년에는 보다 빠르고 정교한 대응이 가능하도록 안티치트 기술을 고도화 예정입니다. 또한 윈도우 OS 보호 기능을 활용하는 방안도 검토 중입니다. 윈도우에서는 다양한 보안 기능을 제공하지만 기본적으로 비활성화되어 있어 불법 프로그램들이 이를 우회하는 데 악용하는 경우가 많습니다. 펍지는 게임 진시 또는 특정 영역에서 이러한 보호 기능을 활성화하는 방안도 검토 중이며 여러 부서와 협의하여 최적의 방안을 마련할 계획입니다.
I don't know how that will work.
머신러닝 모델을 적극 활용하여
Machine learning to see what cheaters are doing before. Yeah.
2023년부터
Like if someone's got a 25 kill death ratio,
불법 프로그램의 특징을 학습하여
ban them.
ML 모델을
Right?
개발해 왔으며 이를 어뷰징과 불법 프로그램 사용자 탐지에 활용하고
Detect
있습니다.
misconduct and cheaters.
2025년에는 탐지 대상을 확장하고 모델의 정확도를 높여
Expanding the
더욱
detection
강력한
range.
대응이 가능하도록 할 계획입니다. 마지막으로 계정 보호도 더욱 강화됩니다.
And strengthen and player account security to decrease hijacks.
사례가 발생하고 있는 만큼 플레이어 여러분의 계정을 안전하게 보호할 수 있는 추가적인 보안 조치를 마련하고 있으며 빠른 시일 내에 도입할 예정입니다. 펍지는 공정한 경쟁이 최우선이라는 원칙 아래 불법 프로그램에 대한 대응을 더욱 정교하게 다듬어 나가겠습니다. 깨끗한 게임 환경을 위해 지속적인 기술 개발과 모니터링을 이어갈 예정이니 앞으로 많은 관심과 협조 부탁드립니다.
I wish they would say how much money. Oh, quiet. UE5. Everyone quiet.
통해 공유드린 바와 같이 저희는 현재 언리얼 엔진 5 도입 프로젝트를 진행 중인데
We are working on adopting UE5. We are working on adopting UE5.
기반을 다지는 중요한 과정입니다. 다만 언리얼 엔진 5 도입이
This doesn't mean a completely new PUBG.
PUBG를 의미하는 것은 아니며 오히려 지금 여러분이 사랑하는
Maintain the essence of PUBG
최대한 유지하면서도 미래를 대비한 기술적 도약을 준비하는
while making a technological
좋겠습니다.
leap to prepare for its future. Oh, our first image is a UE5. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Nice.
그래픽 퀄리티를 높이고
Yo, that's Erangel. Look at that, dude.
만드는 것이 1차 목표인데요. 그 이후에
Oh,
새로운 기능과
shit. That's
시스템을
freaking dope.
점진적으로
I want to
도입해
see
나갈
more of
수
that.
있습니다. 물론
Bro,
이러한
that looks
변화를
freaking
단순히
good.
기술적 실험을 통해서 진행하기보다는 플레이어 여러분의
That looks
피드백을
good.
충분히 반영하면서 신중하게 적용해 나갈 계획입니다.
Oh, man. I gotta go back and look at that.
엔진 5 전환과 관련해 일부 진행 사항을 공유할 기회가 있을 것 같은데요.
Share
기대가
progress
크신 만큼
within the
저희도
year.
많은 준비를 하고 있지만 아직 갈 길이 멀고 개발해야
Still a
할
long
것들도
way with much
많습니다.
development.
엔진 변경에 따른 변화와 더불어 장기적인 관점에서 펍지의 미래를
It's not just an
준비하는
engine
과정을
change, it's a
꼭
whole
이해해
thing.
주시면 좋겠습니다. 오늘 저희가 준비한 2025년 펍지의
Damn, so no.
여기까지입니다. 저희 개발팀은 8주년, 9주년, 그리고 10주년을 넘어
There's
더
no.
오랫동안 여러분과 함께하기 위해 끊임없이 노력하고자 합니다. 많은 관심과 피드백을 기대하며 앞으로도 변함없는 사랑과 성원 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다.
All right, that's it. Well, let's make sure it's it. They might bait us here. Let's make sure. That it? Oh, PUBG Esports.
안녕하세요. 배틀그라운드
Told them I bait us.
여러분, 펍지 IP 프랜차이즈를 맡고 있는 장태석입니다. 오랜 시간 한결같은 사랑을 보내주신 팬 여러분께 감사 인사와 함께 25년도 계획을 안내해드리려고 합니다.
Esports 2025 plan.
PGR을 시작으로
Damn, 2018. Woo.
다양한 변화를 시도하며 지금까지 달려왔습니다. 팬분들의 뜨거운 관심과 끊임없이 노력해준 선수들의 눈부신 플레이 덕분에 CNC
2024.
PGI 2018 이후 가장 큰 사랑을 받기도 했는데요. 앞으로도 이 사랑에 보답할 수 있는 배틀그라운드 e스포츠가 되고자 합니다.
배틀그라운드 e스포츠의 25년 로드맵을 업데이트된 내용과 함께 다시 한번 전해드리겠습니다.
This is specifically to esports.
기본적으로 2025년에도 동일하게 유지됩니다. 3월 글로벌 대회 진출권과 PGC 포인트를 획득할 수 있는 지역 리그를 시작으로 4월과 5월, 10월과 11월에는 4번의 펍지 글로벌 시리즈가 개최됩니다. 또한 6월에는 많은 사랑을 받고 있는 펍지 네이션스컵이 개최될 예정이며 12월 최고의 팀을 가리기 위해 펍지 글로벌 챔피언십으로 대단원의 막을 내리게 됩니다. 뿐만 아니라 사우디아라비아 리야드에서 열리는 e스포츠 월드컵 EWC에 2년 연속 배틀그라운드가 공식 종목으로 참가하게 됩니다. 최상급의 프로 선수들과 팬들이 함께 써내려갈 스토리에 벌써부터 기대가 되는데요. 지역 리그는 물론 글로벌 이벤트까지 많은 관심 부탁드리겠습니다.
25년도에 맞이할 배틀그라운드 e스포츠의 변화도 말씀드리겠습니다. 바로 3인칭 대회 PUBG 플레이어스 투어가
PUBG
신설됩니다.
Players Tour.
플레이어스 투어는 스크림,
Scrim, Cup, and Masters.
3단계의 토너먼트로 나뉘며 모두
What stage are they in right now? I guess scrims, right?
스크림은 상시 운영되며 배틀그라운드 유저라면 누구나 참여하실 수 있습니다.
All PUBG players can
스크림에서
participate in
상위 성적을 거두는
scrims.
팀들은 주 1회 진행하는 컵으로 진출하게 되며 컵의 승리팀
They go to the Players Cup,
마스터즈로 향하게
then
됩니다.
Players
또한
Masters.
마스터즈는 글로벌 공식 채널에서 생중계
Oh, them boys TPP'd out of their minds.
지난 몇 해 동안 배틀그라운드 e스포츠는 라이브 서비스와 조화를 이루기 위해 꾸준히 노력해 왔으며 그 첫 번째 과제는 경쟁전과의 일초였습니다. 이제는 한 걸음 더 나아가
Think I'll lose the bet? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
좁히고자 하며
We'll see.
시도가 바로 펍지 플레이어스 투어입니다.
We'll see.
프로 선수들 그리고 유저의 다수를 차지하고 있는 3인칭 플레이어들과 함께 3인칭
PPP and
배틀그라운드
esports.
e스포츠의 가능성을 보고자 하고 팬들에게 최상의 게임 플레이 경험과 플레이 팀을 줄수 있기를 기대하고 있으니 새로운
PPP
도전에
and
대한 많은
esports.
관심과 응원을 부탁드리겠습니다.
배틀그라운드 e스포츠는 2025년이 그 어느 해보다 더 기억에 남을 1년이 될 수 있도록 다양한 계획을 준비하고 검토 중에 있습니다. 게임 내 주요 브랜드 및 아티스트 콜라보와 배틀그라운드 e스포츠 이벤트와의 연계성을 강화하고 게임 내에서 좀 더 다양한 서비스를 선보여 팬분들이 느끼실 수 있는 즐거움을 한층 더 높이고자 합니다.
앞으로도 팬 여러분과 선수들의 목소리에 귀 기울이고 소통하며 최상의 컨텐츠 경험을 제공해드리기 위해 노력하겠습니다. 많은 관심과 사랑 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다.
All right, that's officially it. All right, let me hear those raw thoughts, chat. How are we feeling? I got to go back and look at this one specific part real quick.
이를 위한 지속적인 기술 개발과 모니터링을 이어갈 예정이니 앞으로 많은 관심과 협력
Right here.
본질은 최대한 유지하면서
Right here.
미래를 대비한 기술적 도약을 준비하는 일이라고 봐주시면 좋겠습니다. 현재
PUBG Unreal Engine 5 in the flesh Now, I guess I should specify, it technically doesn't say anywhere on this page that this is in-game footage. This could be a cheeky rendering. Look, that's a possibility. Let me just specify that. I think it's an in-game footage, but it could be a rendering. But this is what you're looking at, Unreal Engine 5 of Erangel at the ferry pier.
프리프로덕션 단계에 있고 가장 먼저 체감할 수 있는 변화는 비주얼 업그레이드가 될 것입니다. 우선 그래픽 퀄리티를 높이고
That looks great, dude. That is exactly what I envision Unreal Engine 5 to be when I think of PUBG on Unreal Engine 5. Like nothing that's like, you know, doesn't look like Fortnite or anything like that. It's a modern, updated visual. Nothing too crazy. And this is obviously just one little quick snippet. This is just one weather setting, sunny Erangel, whatever, you know, but like looks very clean. The video was full of enhanced and improved lines of context that didn't do too well. I mean, overall, I think the roadmap was what I expected. I'm pretty sure earlier in the stream, I went over with you guys, like, kind of like expectations and what I think we're going to see and kind of rein everyone's, their own expectations in. The only thing we didn't see that they actually covered, not specifically, but by just relation to it, is the console issue. So I said UE5, I want to see footage of it and when it's going to be coming out. They still say 2025, so that they don't give any kind of hard date. And from what the discussion was in this video, I think UE5 2025 is still a stretch. I'm still holding on to hope that an alpha playtest will be available by the end of the year. That's what my bet is on with Hollywood Bob and Choco Taco, so I'm holding to that. It's possible. I also said mod support, UGC, user-generated content. I want to see what it looks like in-game, what kind of features they're given to modders, and more details on that. And that's exactly what we got right here. So this is the mod support, and it looks like it's going to be like a Forge mode from Halo, and that's really good news. Obviously, we don't see all of the details, like of what they can actually change and create in the game. How big is the resource pool that they're allowed to create in? It says from the start they're going to focus on TDM type experiences, but look at this like bottom little panel here. This is where you can place individual walls, floors, roofs, ceilings, even whole buildings apparently. This is what I was talking about, like being able to create your own environment inside of a blanket sandbox for PUBG. That's a really good start. Going a step further would be allowing you to change gameplay functions and features, such as like, you know, different types of animal creatures in the game, different AI, so you can maybe make like a solo or a co-op campaign experience, having zombie, like create your own zombie experience, all that kind of stuff. You could do really tons of stuff, as you've probably seen with Fortnite, their creative mode, and Halo's Forge mode. The stuff that people create in those modes is crazy. Like you couldn't imagine that they would be able to do it, but the mode allows them to because the tool set is so expansive. So that is great direction. Obviously, this is very, very early footage. You can see even in the footage they're showing, it's very like low frames, like 30 FPS, maybe less in this video. Very buggy, but you get the general idea. Like, look, these huge freaking containers, then a bunch of small ones, and it's just a 1v1 like fight. So they're just showing you that you can kind of just create random experiences, which is good. We want it to be no constraints. Let the creators make fun stuff. And then they already said you can share it with friends easily. Share your creations with friends. Let them play it and try it out. That's really good news. Now, there is word that this is already being tested on a closed, like a closed alpha type setting with only a certain number of people who got an invite. I didn't get an invite. I have no idea what it's about, who's playing it, whatever. but apparently there are some people currently playing this mode and testing it with, I don't know, some kind of creations that they're doing. And the last but not least, like the big three things was, you know, UE5 mod support, and then it was console. And so they talked about the transitioning from the current gen, the old school Xboxes and PS5s, to the modern generation consoles. What do I take from that? Because they don't go over like specifically what they're going to change. This is probably like the 4K 120 FPS kind of like expansion. So I don't take this as UE5. I take this as updating PUBG 1 to its, you know, optimum position for console, which means UE5 probably not going to go to console. That's what I take this as. That may not be true. Maybe you interpret it a different way. I'm very open to being wrong on that, but that's how I took this as. There is zero mention about Project Valor. That's Krafton's/PUBG's console battle royale, a new battle royale coming out whenever it's coming out. That could eventually take the place of PUBG. I don't know. Or at least take the place of PUBG 2. Maybe PUBG 1 will always be a thing, at least for console. And then Valor will be also a thing on console. And then on PC, you have UE5, you know, /PUBG 2, however you want to describe it. So that is the big three that I took away. So destructible environments coming to Rondo or Erangel, Miramar, and Tego. That's the ground being destructible, creating craters in the ground like you can on Sandhawk and Rondo, not the map being destructible. So that's coming if you missed that. And they talked about updating existing maps instead of making new maps, which I think is the good solution. It's a proper solution. Let's focus less on entirely new maps and focus more on innovating and modifying and updating the existing map experiences. I think that's a good direction. So that's what they said they're going to do, but they didn't show any like real specifics, right? Then if we go to, oh, look at this right here. So some new features that they show a little video here, right about here, I think. Okay. So the player is driving and he's cooking grenades and throwing grenades from the driver's seat. Look, I'm gonna be honest. My initial reaction to this is, oh, that's fun. And then all of a sudden, oh no. Like initially, like, oh, that's a neat little throw a smoke grenade, but then I'm like, uh-oh. And you can see the player cooking a grenade and chucking it as you're driving. So imagine, I'm just going to throw this experience out there. You're driving, you see an enemy behind a rock. You know they're just going to hide behind the rock until you drive by. So you just prime the grenade, you wait till you drive by, and you just throw it and you keep on driving. It's almost like drive-by is even worse. So I'm just, that could be sketchy. It's a fun idea, a fun feature. But you can see, I'm like, ooh, I don't know, but good, you know, because vehicles are already super strong, right? Like there are a car chases. That's a great point. Someone's chasing you in a car and you just cook a grenade and chuck it behind you. Like there's some fun moments you can think of with that. You could throw spike strips maybe, you know, while you're driving. Like there's some fun things that can happen. But also balance, you know, balance is a key thing. And so it's like, I don't know. It's like, is it more in the fun side or the balance side? I don't know. Check this out. Okay, look. I know this is going to get memed. I'm not sure what this does. It's funny, but I'm not sure what it does. Okay, so he's got a Camo Net in his hand, is what it looks like. And he's covered his car in camo. Okay, the only thing I can think of that this is useful for is the Camo Net is going to make your vehicle, where you can't pop tires. Yeah, like bulletproof or something like that. We're joking, but maybe like that. It might be a way, not to like physically hide your car because everyone's like, wait, there's a car right there. Like, there's an antenna sticking up. But maybe it's a way to save vehicle tires. I don't know. Like, they didn't show anything other than that. But you know, initial reaction is it's a gimmick. It will be fun to do occasionally. Like, you know, if you see somebody putting a tent over their car, like, it's pretty funny. But is it going to be a useful feature in the game? Yeah, I don't know. I have my reservations on that. Kind of like how the repair kit used to let you take out vehicle tires. Like, you could remove vehicle tires and put them onto other cars. A fun feature if you ever stopped and used it, but like realistically, people aren't doing that. But he has it in his hand, so I guess it is an item, right? Like it's an item you would pick up, you would loot, and now you have a camo net. Now, if I could take that camo net and whip it out like a big blanket and lay my ass in the bush and a camo net over me, now we're talking. Just about as useful as the inflatable boat. Yeah, look, I think, and this may not be a well-received opinion. I think stuff like this in the game is actually good. Okay, and hear me out. I think little gimmicky stuff like that is good for the game. I obviously don't want like development resources to be taken away from the things that I would prefer to be in the game to go to this. But I think little gimmicky things like this are important in a game like PUBG because this game, it can be very accessible to a wide audience of players. And the hard truth is that a lot of your average casual players aren't that good at the game. And so having little gimmicky things in the game allows them to do fun things and contribute to their team, or at least feel like they're contributing to their team without actually contributing to their team, like in a gunfight. Like the tactical backpack, all the tactical gear, honestly, it was all added as a way to expand the gameplay away from just point, shoot, click, which is what all the gamers want to do. But I'm sure you guys watching have friends that like to play with you that aren't sweaty players, and they enjoy just random shenanigans with their buds in the evening time. And something like this is going to fit that group exactly right. Like, this is not going to be an esports meta. I mean, maybe it is, but like, it's probably not going to be an esports meta. This is just probably changing the flare gun so you don't waste it. Shout out to Wacky Jackie, by the way. I've seen way too many flare guns wasted, so this is probably just like a UI gameplay fix to help you not waste the flare gun. That's cool. Look at this. This is actually really cool right here. I've always wanted this, and I never thought it was going to be a thing. Okay, well, not this. Animal AI to bring more life to the environment. That's a take it or leave. Like, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, Tago has like the little chickens that they'll run around, the roosters. You can shoot them. That's whatever. Tago has the birds that fly away when you get near that area, which is actually kind of not good for you because it gives your position away to enemies. Like, if they see a bird fly in the way, they go, "Oh, an enemy's up there," because it causes the bird to fly away. But if they're talking about random, like, someone made a joke earlier today about, oh, on Destin they should have like alligators in the water or something like that, or sharks in the water. If that's what they're talking about, again, it's another gimmicky side quest, little fun shenanigan thing to add to the environment, to the what do you call it, sandbox of PUBG, but it's not going to contribute to your everyday gameplay. And again, I don't think it's bad that those things are added. This will contribute to your everyday gameplay. Check this out. Shooting little gas tanks. First of all, I thought that was going to explode into a fireball, not a smoke bomb, but creates environmental smoke. that you can then utilize. So predetermined little canisters and stuff like that can be shot, exploded. Presumably you throw a frag grenade, it also would blow it up. That kind of stuff is really neat. And you know, that's going to be completely dependent on where developers place these little features and knickknacks, but that's something that's like very much a real world usable thing, and you could use it to your advantage or against your enemy, or your enemy could use it against you rather, in certain scenarios. So that's cool. I like that. Then if we go to, oh yeah, interactable objects. So right here, this is just the pots on Tego. So you see these pots on Tego? They're adding the interactable pots on every map. So Rondo's going to get them. Miramar's going to get them. Destin's going to get them. Vikendi and Erangel. A concern of mine is in these pots on Tego, there's a chance that a AED, a revive kit, is found inside of them. I really hope that's not going to be a thing on every map, because that would just mean more self AEDs, more free get out of jail free cards. I don't want that to be a thing. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with this. This is fine. It's fun, cool. Doesn't really hurt the gameplay. Doesn't like help. It doesn't improve the gameplay. It's just like it's a cool thing to add. You know, it's not going to change the way you play PUBG. I mean, the vending machines are already in the game, so this is nothing new. However, look what they're adding on the bottom. So already you have the boosters energy drinks on Miramar, right? Is it on any other map besides Miramar? I don't think workable vending machines is on any other map besides Miramar. I might be remembering stuff wrong. But look at down here. A healing vending machine is going to be added. And presumably this works the same way these other ones do, where you just hit a button and it's a random, it's just a random chance. Maybe it drops a bandage, or maybe you hit a jackpot and you drop a first aid. I think that's fine. That's cool. Like, look, it's not going to change the way you play PUBG. It's not going to hurt your gunplay or the gameplay experience. It's not going to like, oh my God, this is so much better because this is here. But it'd be one of those just like little nice to have things. I'm on board with that. What I didn't want to see was like a gun vending machine in the game. You know, I think that would be a little, not too much. I want to make sure I understood this correctly. So some of the arcade modes, POBG, POBG, was the 2D shooter. The introduction of a roguelike mode called Project Cyclops. That was the top-down 2D shooter. And wait, what did I say? SLB Miramar. I think that's just another arcade like top-down mode or something like that. And show a little gameplay of it here. So they're working with external studios. So I wanted to point this out right there, because a lot of people say, why is PUBG wasting resources on XYZ? You know, oh great, we didn't ask for this. They're a lot of times big companies like Krafton, they will outsource a ton of different things to other studios to not take away development resources working on other projects or more important projects. So this is a good thing, and I'm glad they actually just called that out. Many people probably just will gloss over it, but that's good. So that's just a reinforcement that just because they're making a fun little side quest arcade mode doesn't mean they're taken away from developers working on UE5. Yeah, this is some kind of just like zombie top-down thing. A payday mode developed with a different developer. Developed with a different developer, CDome. Nice. Who remembers Payday? The actual game Payday. That could be a really fun mode. And I feel like these kind of modes, this is the kind of stuff that you or a user with the right set of tools can develop on their own in the UGC mode. Having your own custom Payday mode. Imagine making like a Battlefield Conquest mode inside of PUBG, where like a lot of the vehicles are added. BRDMs are in there. You can attach guns to the BRDM. You can attach guns to a glider. Like, imagine these kind of expansive ideas and modes that you could create, or a talented enough person who's can use the tools properly, could create for free and introduce it to the world of PUBG players. That's the kind of stuff that I get excited for the future of PUBG. So the fact that they're able to create these other modes inside of PUBG is a good sign, I think. Collaborations, they were a little sneaky with this one. They were a little sneaky with a little sneaky. Just fast forward a little bit so we can watch it all. But so they're talking about progressive cars, okay, creating their own cars, a lot of customizations and whatnot. But they didn't say like to a specific type of car. So I took it as customizing your existing cars, interiors, exteriors, and other options, probably wheels, brakes, etc. Maybe custom paint jobs and stuff. And then they also tease a couple of collaboration vehicles. So you guys know I'm a big car guy, right? This is a Bugatti. I'm 1000%. This is a Bugatti Chiron. 100%. That's a new Bugatti. So that's one of the collaborations coming. And then the other vehicle, I need to take another look at. It's a 4-door. The tail lights are giving me like BMW Lexus vibes. The headlights definitely not BMW vibes, so I'm not sold. It's looking very Lexus-y, but I wouldn't imagine a Lexus collaboration. That would strike me as surprised. So maybe it's neither. It's some other kind of manufacturer that I'm not familiar with. Like maybe it's like a manufacturer that makes cars in China or something like that. I don't know. Mercedes, I would see that. Such a long hood on a Mercedes though. It'd have to be an S-Class. I don't know. I don't know. It's not enough for me to know for sure, but it is. I'm for sure that's a 4-door vehicle. So back doors, front doors. So you have a 2-door car, the Bugatti, and then whatever this is going to be. Brand new system called Contender. And then here's the only snapshot we get right here. A high-end character system. Where my whales at? Create a code CDome. Anybody's going to be a dum-dum, create a code CDome. So that's all they do. They don't show anything else. There's nothing showcased with that. But so progressive clothing skins would be coming. What else, chat? Anything else big that we should do a recap of? So that was collabs, modes, UGC, modding, Unreal Engine 5. They didn't show off any new progressive skins or anything. Gunplay, they don't go into detail here. And I think for good reason, because they don't really know what they're going to do yet. So they did the whole aim punch change. That was not well received. They revamped it. It's being tested again. I need to go and test the new aim punch system myself. I have not tested it yet and give some good feedback on that. But they are every 2 months making big gunplay changes, gunplay balances. And they said specifically they're going to focus on major meta shifts every year. So not only are they going to do like every 2 months, like here's like a weapon balance update, you know, we're going to change DMRs this update. We're going to tweak these ARs or tweak these LMGs or whatever. But big meta changes coming every year. AI revamp. The TLDR is they're going all in on AI. AI for bots, I mean. So what I take away from this little segment is bots they're here to stay. They're going to get even more body. There's no discussion about taking them out of normal modes and having them in their own unique mode away from your regular game. There's no discussion on that, unfortunately. And they're just showing off some of the changes they're doing to the bots. This is what a bot sees, by the way. Like whenever people are like, what do you mean bots? When a bot plays, this is what it sees. It sees a direct line of sight to every available enemy, where you are, where you're looking, what gun you're shooting, how fast the bullet's going to get to you. Like, there is nothing rewarding about playing against, killing, or being killed buy a bot in PUBG unless you are a brand new player. For those players, I'm sympathetic. PUBG is a hard game. I believe you should have a casual mode, unlimited playability, solos and squads, no limit until you get to rank like whatever, bronze 200 or bronze 500, whatever. Set a number, and up until that rank, you can play unlimited modes. That's what new players should be allowed access to. And then after that, no more bots in your games. Because once you get comfortable with PUBG, it's no longer fun. It's no longer fun playing against these kind of bot characters. But they're going all in on it. So they're pushing more bots in. They're going to be increasing the AI to try to make them seem more human-like. It's not possible. They'll never be like humans. And then what this also could mean, you remember PUBG Ally, that video I did like 2 months ago about an AI teammate that you can use voice communications with? I think this is just further proof that they are actually going down that path. Maybe it won't be used for PUBG. Maybe it'll be used for a different experience, like Project Black Budget, the extraction shooter or something like that. But I think that's what they're going all in on that. They're going all in. Clan system, there's some changes to it, but unfortunately, no specifics. This was an interesting one. Let's actually talk about this. So now, the way PUBG currently works is they basically have a crafter pass, which is where like the progressive skins were in. Crafter passes are usually when the vehicle collaborations are in. The crafter passes are very like singular, specific skin oriented, versus the survivor pass has a slew of skins available, a slew of unlocks across the survivor pass season, along with other things like BP, contraband coupons, schematics, G-Coin, all that kind of stuff. The problem with that current system is, like what you guys have probably seen, is like right now the current survivor pass, there's a lot of players in the West that aren't thrilled about it. They don't care about the skins that are in there. Even though it's only $5 and you get a ton of stuff back from the pass, I think it's still a good value. For the skins part, people don't like it, right? So what they're talking about now, or in vice versa too, the other way would have been like when the Lamborghini came out or the Ducati came out, the whole month or 45 days was around that vehicle or around that skin. And so if you didn't like that skin or you didn't want to pay for that skin, you basically couldn't partake in the survivor pass during that period. There was nothing for you to really do, right? Now what they're talking about is going forward, having two passes run simultaneously, that you can partake in both, one or none, and level up towards multiple passes at the same time. So that way you're less likely not to have players opt out of a survivor pass or a crafter pass because they're likely to choose at least one, but also you're kind of going to be able to double dip because players who play all the time, players like myself, or obviously I guess I can't really use myself as an example because they give me the survivor pass, but if they didn't give me the survivor pass, I'm a player that I would probably still buy the survivor pass and the crafter pass and do both at the same time. So they're also going to double dip on players like that. So that's going to be more money, of course, for them. Enhancing BP system is great. Currently in the store, there's some items that you can only buy a G-Coin. You can't buy them without G-Coin. They're going to be creating a system that converts the G-Coin cost to a BP cost, where essentially everything will be purchasable with BP. Everything is big air quotes. Obviously not everything, but many more items will be available for purchase with BP, which is great. That's good. I currently think using BP for contraband coupons is the best way, but that's really only useful if you want weapon skins. Some of you may not want weapon skins, and so having more ways to spend your BP, great. UGC is mod support. We already covered that. Great to see that. Next gen console transition later this year. Great to see that. Anti-cheat. Nobody's ever going to be satisfied. So this is I'm glad they talked about it, but no one's ever going to be satisfied until the cheaters are gone. They'll never be gone in any game, especially not a free-to-play game. It's always going to be a constant uphill battle. Cheat developers spend millions of dollars to develop new anti-cheat or new cheating tools that the game developer then has to spend millions of dollars to overcome and create anti-cheat. It's always going to be a back and forth. There's too much money to be made from the cheat developer standpoint. And last but not least is the UE5. This was a big highlight. I'm still not convinced that this is game footage. This very well could be just a render. Again, video render, not actual in-game footage, because it doesn't say anywhere on the screen in-game footage, but it also doesn't not say it. And usually a game will specify rendered or game footage. This specifies neither, so it's up for interpretation. But you do see this is what UE5 would look like on PUBG. This is Erangel. This is the ferry pier. And this is the water tower right here as an example, just to give you a frame of reference. Here's the flat top garage building. This is all new right here, obviously, right? But just to kind of give you a general sense of where it is, what the feel is like. And there's another image right here. So here's the main Erangel bridge. Here's the little island warehouse where the ferry would dock up to. I think it looks awesome. It's exactly what I would anticipate it to look like. It's what I envisioned UE5 to look like for PUBG. And I'm excited to see more of it. I know they have more to show. This is what UE5 looks like with good graphic settings. Yeah, well, I'm going to use it. But man, I say all the time, as a content creator, I prioritize good visuals for you guys and for myself, honestly, over min-maxing my performance. I'm not an esports player. I'm not a ranked player. Yeah, I'm not that good. I don't care to be that good. I just want to have fun playing the game. I want it to look really good, and I want you guys to have a fun experience to watch, So this will be how my game looks. Maybe not your game, but this will be how my game looks. And yeah, I think that's kind of it. So that is a TLDR of a 28-minute video that we stretched out to an hour and 7 minutes. GG, good luck, have fun. And yeah, so it's not over yet though, right? Because this week, PUBG is celebrating 8 years of PUBG in South Korea. Wacky Jackie, Danuke, and Roly Poly are being sent out there to go and celebrate with PUBG and with the fans. So I fully expect them to be showing things off there that obviously we'll then see on the interwebs, and I'll do some videos and breakdowns of it whenever they do announce it, whatever they do announce. So my hope is that we see some actual little teasers and just showcases that they want to hype up and show to their players for the event, and then yeah, we'll talk about it. Sounds like UE5 still minimum of a year away, if not longer. Yeah, well, that was always kind of the plan, right? Last year, it was what, September? It was when I was in Germany, and I met with Taehoon Kim. That's this gentleman here, and he was very, very upfront that 2025 would be extremely optimistic for UE5. He's the PUBG director. He's the guy. And so, he wasn't lying. He wasn't sugarcoating. He wasn't, oh yeah, you can't wait, get ready. It's he was like, no, look, 2025 would be very optimistic. And that's still the case. They're saying 2025, it's a nice goal, but they're definitely not saying, get ready. It's coming right around the corner on the UE5 transition within the year. So they're keeping it 2025, but they're keeping it very open, very vague. And I got a bet with Chaco and Bob, and I'm still standing behind my bet that a playable alpha will be here by the end of 2025. The guy was wearing a Jeep shirt at the beginning of the video. Oh, thanks. Let me see. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Look at my internet sleuths. You guys are the shit. Let's see. There's my dog right there. There's my dog right there. I see him with his Jeep branded sweater shirt. I see him. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sold The Jeep ain't coming to PUBG. I think this guy might just love Jeeps. He might just freaking be like a Rubicon fan. But it's like, it's one too many soft hints at Jeep, you know? One too many soft hints. An unofficial announcement. Well, this is like, look, this is an unofficial announcement that they're saying 2025. UGC is already being play tested, apparently, behind closed doors. That's a mod support. What struck me as odd is that mod support is already being used in PUBG before UE5 gets here. That struck me as odd. But, okay, if they can do it. Overall, what are you guys thinking of the roadmap? Good, bad, indifferent, excited, could care less? One word for this roadmap: vague. I can't disagree with you. I feel like they hit on the big three that I wanted to see be hit on with detail. Like, they weren't just like, oh yeah, we're kind of doing this thing. Like, they showed UE5 footage. Again, if it's a render, I don't know. Let me just presume that it's not a render, okay? They showed a first look at what UE5 is going to look like. Okay, so that's good. They reinforced the idea that UE5 is not just like a stepping stone. It is the next future of PUBG. So, like, hey, let's not rush it. Let's not push this out there half-baked. Let's make sure it's done properly the first time, and then we can build upon that. And I think that is the proper thing to do from a developer standpoint. The worst thing that I would want to see is them rush out UE5, you know, thinking that players are like chomping at the bit to get this updated graphics thing. And then, like you guys said in chat, more than half people are going to play on super low settings anyway, right? So, like, the idea of UE5 is fun for a lot of people, but maybe only 30%, 20% of the players really benefit from UE5, you know? So taking their time to do it right, it's great. The mod support stuff is great. Like this, most players don't know the impact that a proper mod support for a game would have. But those that do know how important it is. Like, it really can keep your game going indefinitely with the right support, with the right suite of tools that a player or even, you know, private developer who just does it as a hobby can really create some fun, crazy things with mod support. So love that. And then I'm glad that console got some peace of mind that next gen update is going to happen later this year. But they didn't specify that UE5 is or isn't coming to console. They left it vague enough to where me making the video, I can't tell you that, hey, UE5 is not coming to console. I can't say that because I really don't know. My intuition tells me it's not, but I just don't know. They showed a couple of new features, I guess you would call them features. Throwing grenades from the driver's seat of the vehicle, covering your car with the ghillie suit thing, adding AI animals to more maps. Like, you know, what I would have liked to have seen is the three things I just talked about: mod support, Unreal Engine 5, console update. That's good. I would have also liked to have seen some gameplay or weapon change teasers. Like, they're cooking up new features, right? Or they're at least testing new features. Whether or not they're going to release the features, who knows? I would have liked to see more of that. And I would have liked to have seen an announcement of at least one new weapon. At least one. I feel like way more than one. At least one. And I would have loved to have seen removal of map specific weapons. Like, that almost essentially gives you new weapons right off the bat. And may not seem like it, but you know, there's a few maps that only have one weapon that spawns on that map. It'd be really nice if those maps had all the weapons now. So anytime you play on any map, it's down to just RNG about what you're going to find. and then what choices you want to make to pick up or not pick up those, you know, those new weapons, new to you weapons. So overall, I give the roadmap, I'm going to say my initial gut is like 7 to 8 out of 10. I'd say 7 out of 10 if that UE5 render is just a render. 8 out of 10 if it's an actual in-game replay render. And the only thing that would have gotten me to a 9 or a 10 out of 10 was a couple of things I just mentioned. They said they were planning on limiting map-specific items to make play more equal across all maps. Guns, yeah, no, maybe, but kind of like how we alluded to earlier, vague, right? Like a lot of the stuff that they talked about was just vague. Collaborations are leaked. It's Bugatti, Porsche, and a K-pop group. There's no way it's a Porsche. Spotted in the roadmap video just released. Aspa, Bugatti, Porsche coming to PUBG later this year. Spotted? Oh, those are pixels. Somebody can make out what that says? Oh, that was Sweet Muj that said that too. I see what the tweet's saying. I can't make out what that is. Let me go to the video. That would have been around the vehicle collaboration. It's like a screenshot of this. Maybe. No, it's like a bluish screenshot, right? PC console. June 12th, 2024. Oh, we're gonna have some sleuths screenshotting this thing. Enhance. Reading yeah, that is like what? I don't know about that. Yeah, well look, chat, I know like I said, I'm a car guy, right? So I know cars. I'm very confident that this is not a Porsche. So this first one is obviously a Bugatti. This isn't a Porsche. So maybe, what was the other one you said though? Aespa? A-E-S-P-A. What? I don't even know what the hell that is. I'm gonna Google it. That's not a car. That's a girl. It's a girl group. Okay, that's not what that is. There's no way it's a Porsche. It's a huge car. Whatever it is, it's a big car. Like that headlight is crazy. It's got to be, yeah, some kind of vehicle made in China or something like that. Like some Chinese manufacturer that I just have no idea what it looks like. Post a screenshot into GT7. Now that's actually a good idea. You give it to the Gran Turismo Reddit sleuths. They'll figure it out.